I think you might have seen ethereal strings in Deadlock map. The real artist actually posted all of the artwork. I will leave the link in the description. I actually talked about it in one of my videos about how great the Deadlock world building is, and it is genuinely cool. And looking at the poster, it just reminded me, why can it not be an item? It is a very fun item, right? Now I just altered it a little bit. There were two versions. The first one was where the AI was going to be a lot more competent. It will try to register your patterns and try to see, like, based on the damage you are giving and receiving, it will try to buy items. Like if you're taking too much spirit damage, it will try to buy spirit resistance or some sort of a return fire type of item. But then I thought, okay, let's make it a little bit more silly. Most of the Deadlock items are genuinely cool, but there are not a lot of silly type of items. And this one is I just created today. It took me a few hours, but it was still very fun. Looking at it, the general stats are insane, right? Like for an 800 soul item, you're getting spirit power, health, movement speed, and some fire rate as well. Like it's multiple different items that are combined into one. But as you can see, if you look at the souls, there are 2 stars. And as below the engraving, there is another star around the passive writing, right? So if you look closely, there is actually at the bottom, there is terms and conditions. If you read it properly, you now understand that spirit that you are calling can be anything. They are not going to guarantee the quality of the spirit. So it can be a serial killer, or maybe a lazy person, or maybe a complete wrestler. So maybe he will just buy vitality items. Or if it is a witch, the spirit will only buy spirit items, right? So it is genuinely fun idea. But I do agree that the item is too gimmicky to introduce it to the actual gameplay. But there are leaks suggesting we will get some sort of roguelike game. And if it is true, then I do hope Valve introduces and take risks in introducing some dumb items, because it can be fun, dude. Like for a 10-minute, 15-minute gameplay, I don't need serious gameplay, right? Like it can be genuinely fun with stupid items as well. And I hope they introduce such type of items. I did also talk about the leaks in my video and I actually went in depth about all of this. So yeah, if you are interested in looking at the leaks, I will leave it in the cards. Another item that I created is called Afterimage. And it is actually genuinely strong, but I'm still finding problems on how to balance this properly. The thing is, Deadlock already has Astral Gate, so basically it is an interdimensional world already, right? Why not add some sort of timeline thing where this item can merge 2 different timelines but with a 0.4 second delay? So basically what Afterimage does is it is an active item. So once you activate it, you're basically creating a timeline which has 0.4 seconds delay. So whatever you do, past version of you will also follow. So if you attack, it will also attack. If you use abilities, it will also use abilities. If you do ultimate, it will also do ultimate, and it goes for items as well. So basically there are 2 versions of you. That's the basic gist of it. But the entire range, duration and damage of your abilities and everything of that Afterimage will be 50% less, because you are dealing damage in a completely different timeline. The damage will wither a little bit. So it can be genuinely a strong item. Like let us imagine doorman's belts. It will basically deal 50% more damage. That is insane. Similarly, mcginnis turrets, having an extra turret, that can be very annoying, right? Abrams shoulder charge will stun twice. Even though it is only for 50% less stun duration, it is still a lot of damage. Shiv's ultimate is very interesting. Shiv's ultimate says that if any hero has less than 25% health, then you can basically execute. But let us imagine you were about to do it and you just missed by like 10% HP. Well, since your Afterimage will basically do 50% of that damage, which is 25% half is 12.5%. So if your enemy, after you try to execute, still has less than 12%, then the Afterimage will actually execute it. So yeah, it is a very strong item, but since the range and weapon fall off is also reduced, I don't know how strong it is. I tried to ask in Discord and Reddit, but I still couldn't find enough feedback. But even then, I think the item is still very polarizing. Most of the weapons in Deadlock are genuinely good. Like even stupid items like Blood Tribute, which is a very risky item actually, it is still good if you use it right. Unfortunately, Afterimage is mostly good for close range combat. Like Dynamo can actually get a lot of benefit from Afterimage. Like dealing extra damage is still pretty nice. Shiv will also get advantage from this. But there are also heroes that will not benefit. Like for example, Geist. Like how does it work? Like basically you're swapping your health, right? So let us imagine you swapped your health with your opponent. Well, the Afterimage will swap it again. So basically you're returning back your health. So it's not a good item. So there are definitely some edge cases, but even then it is still very polarizing. Like it does not fit certain heroes, and that's not what I think Deadlock is going for. Most of the items are actually good for every single hero. Even if you're going for a support build, if you buy some sort of a weapon item like Silencer, for example, it is still a genuinely useful item, right? So there is no, we cannot say that a certain item is bad. Maybe it's bad for certain build, but it is genuinely always useful. But unfortunately Afterimage does not fit that image, so I don't think this is even good. But I do hope that if there is a game mode according to the leaks, like roguelike game mode, then I hope they take risks and add such type of weapons or items that can be genuinely fun, right? Like it might be stupid, but at least it is fun, right? Like that's what matters in Deadlock, at least. Also, Afterimage visually will look like a ghost, like a translucent ghost basically. The main, like the visual inspiration is from this trans-dimensional monster from Ben 10 Alien. Like in my childhood, this blew me away, like how cool the character, like the monster design was. And I think this can work with Afterimage. So Afterimage is basically your model, but with a ghost-like appearance because of the delay of 0.4 seconds. So if you're going to walk, the character will follow you 0.4 seconds later. So it looks like this, basically like this monster. But yeah, there is so much cool things we can do with Afterimage. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to talk about it. If you have your own items, then please tell me about it. I would love to know about, other unique items. And again, community can actually make items. I think Magic Carpet was also a community made item, and Deadlock actually adapted it, right? So there is a definite potential that your item can be in the Deadlock. So see if it works or not. And again, you can post it in the comments below if you want to, or you can just post it on Reddit and see what you get. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please consider liking and subscribing. I hope to see you in my next video. Take care of your health, sleep well, and bye bye.